Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, Unchained cards are out on Master Duel, so let's take a look. A couple of new cards for Master Duel. We have, two of the level 6s. Lord Yama being their new Link, which, needs 2 Fiend types, which for this deck is not that hard. Tour Guide is basically this deck's, strongest normal summon. The big weakness though for Master Duel is Maxi. This deck is definitely weak against Maxi. Imagine, let's say this is... story mode, opening up Tour Guide. Tour Guide is your 1-card combo, because the thing is that Unchained was one of our best decks previously, right? A couple of, was it last format? A couple of formats ago. Very similar deck list to this one, bar maybe, a couple of talents, and Maxi, obviously. But I think it plays pretty straightforward. You... again, have the capability, again, like if you're only normal summon in Story Guides, just go for your Lord Yama first, your Link 2, upon, Link summon, you can search any Unchained card from your deck. Most of the time it will be this one, the left one, the red one. Again, all these names. I know their effects though, so eventually going for blue, this is one of the new ones, has the capability, don't forget, it has a hidden effect, destroy one of your cards and a spell and trap from your opponent, for example, or on field. That could be important against Runic, for example, or Lab, played against multiple Labs, and then eventually get the level 3 out that gets something back from the graveyard, yeah. One of the traps, right, and then depending on which trap you already had, you were able to search that one before, right, thanks to Sharvara, the new level 6, the red one, this one. I think that's one of the best. Obviously, it's a UR, but it's a 3 of in the deck. Again, quick effect, like here in the hand, quick effect dodge as well. If your opponent wants to imperm or veil your Tour Guide, you can interrupt that with their play, or at least with that particular play. So go for blue from graveyard. This triggers the level 3, reborning something, or special summoning something from the deck, which normally is just going to be another level 6, for example. You could maybe diverse your plays a little bit here. The thing is that this, well, I was about to say this plays under Lava Golem, or not into Lava Golem and, Ra Sphere mode, and I feel this particular endboard maximizes, the amount of interruptions you have. You have Caesar that, negates up to 2 monster summons, right, by detaching a card that triggers your Sharvara, etc. Plus all of the graveyard effects that you have. Because again, keep in mind, this new Link 2 for Unchained also has the graveyard effect, reborn something from the grave during their turn. So that's why the, the Unchained Soul, the Link 2 is also there in the graveyard to potentially quick link during their turn. So again, very similar plays. I like 3 thrusts here in the main deck. Stuff like Maxi Ash. Immediately punishes, I guess, them, or Nip, right? With Nip you can search talents, get a peek at your opponent's hand. If not, if it's Ash or Maxi, you can thrust for, any trap and, well, potentially go from there. Here, like against Diabol Star package, the King Caesar is actually fantastic. Again, Diabol Star cannot attack over Caesar because, again, 2800 attack, and it makes that small package kind of useless. Like in hindsight now, like when your opponent tries to end its turn, you can use Sharvara as well, during their main phase, that is. So, pop something, establish your board, but like in hindsight, I don't think that's great. It's just like, for example, here plays into Maxi. I was about to say plays into Talents as well, or Thrust, but then again already used Caesar, so if there was a Talents or a Thrust, it already would have been activated. So just keep, those resources for your next turn, and you can just go for a game like this. Right? That's the thing with Unchained. It's very easy for this deck to go for the OTK from like any 2-card combo. Plus Caesar protects against Nibiru, again very important against this deck. Going first again, you have, again, normal summon Tour Guide, but small bummer is drawing the water one, the blue one. Again, one of in the main deck. Same for most of the other Unchained cards. So drop red. This again triggers yeah, the effects, right? Get back the graveyard. And a small variation here is here I drop red Sharvara from my hand to the field. This triggers eventually the Yama from grave, and this gets me another level 6 on field. There were ways to get blue from my hand to into the graveyard, but I'm not so sure about those plays, like, what is it, the Unchained Soul of Abomination? That one, you know, discard, pop a card on field. This was random. I don't know, one of the backlinks that negates basically an imperm, so Caesar is indeed negated, but again, you have so many interruptions left with Abomination, with the trap, which, you know, as you see, the Yama in graveyard, so this was, again, more than enough. So many Dogmatica decks, or Despia decks, or, you know, branded decks. In this case, he was running Lab. Lab is actually okay for this deck. Let's see, Prosperity for 3. Get free information, see if there's any interruption or, you know, trap. The lady, though, is getting impermed. The thing is that the lady, lovely lady, is destroying a card, but I'm not risking that. She'll just imperm that because, like, look at this hand. I didn't want to lose to Maxi, so that's why I got Ash. This is, again, your just standard tour guide play, or yeah, you have so many 2-card interactions with your Unchained card, set a trap, Sharvara, or whatever, to, you know, establish your board, link 2 plays, link 3, and maybe even link 4 by using your opponent's monsters, right? So blue, try to pop the back row. This forces out the Daruma Karma Cannon, but this is so beautiful, very similar to Nip. You know, you can force your opponent from going for an early Nip, otherwise you can go for Caesar and, you know, monster effect or summons negations, and if they do preemptively Nip, you can still go from there and keep establishing your board. Last example, I think, going first, can't remember which deck, against which deck this was, again, you know, very standard plays. Like my standard end board is probably, you know, Caesar plus multiple follow-up plays with the traps. This puts the Soul of Rage in graveyard. Okay, I do sacrifice my Yama here in this case. Why was that? The thing is that in most situations, I think you want to keep Yama during your during your opponent's turn, potentially talents or thrust, stuff like that. But here, okay, it kind of works out. So again, if my opponent special summons a monster, I can use it for a link summon with the link 2. Caesar negates up to 2 monster negations plus, well, monster effect or summons, right? Like here in this case, the summon, what is it, Astrograph Soul Sword has been a while. Again, not giving them the opportunity to go for Electromite or, you know, the good, you know, Pendulum cards. Or the card that support Pendulum deck. Again, Talent, Thrust, Ash for that. And I mean, in Master Duel format for now, it's an okay deck. It's super weak to Maxi. That's why 3 Talents, 3 Trust, I like that. Tour Guide is a very strong normal summon play. I think the deck for now is okay. Maybe some small differences in the extra deck. Maybe some other link monsters maybe, but this is super straightforward. Again, very similar to how we were running it in the TCG right before our most recent Forbidden and Limited list, or, you know, a couple of months ago. So all suggestions are welcome. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave him signing out. Peace.